Smith up into second as Warnock retires to the infield. Oh boy, that's taken one of the big guns out of this one.
The wanted dig car up on two wheels.
So as you would have just seen, we've stripped the car. That's sort of phase one of our maintenance that we do every week. As you see, the cars get filthy every single time we drive them, so the only way to make sure that they're clean and operating as we want is to take everything apart. So all the panels are off, we've taken the shocks off, we clean them individually every week and check them just to make sure they're alright, because sometimes you can blow a seal, you never know unless you check it individually. We've bagged up all the loom, so all the electrics and stuff under there. We don't want them getting too wet, so we make sure to keep the water away from them. And then this week specifically, we have to change these spindles here, put the other ones back on. As we found out after Miani last time, the bushes were no good, so we had to quickly change them last minute, and we'll put the other ones back on because they're titanium, so they're a bit better than those ones. And we also got the good message, and we're stripping the motor out this week, so we're getting the good motor back, which has been a long time coming, so the boys are pumped. So we'll get it all clean, take the spindles off, whip this motor out, and then we should have the new one arriving in about 2 days. So we're pretty excited for that. We'll just sort of keep you in the loop with how we get on, and I suppose we better wash it now. What are we doing here, Stretch?
We're just disassembling the shocks and giving them a clean, making sure they're in top condition for the race.
No, that doesn't look clean, mate. Keep trying.
So as you've seen in that clip before, we were pulling these shocks apart, and one of the reasons we do that is because we can sort of see what's happened in the previous meeting. So in the last one, Tyler got a bit of contact with another car, sort of got airborne, landed on the front end, and it's actually blowing the seals out on both of these shocks, so there's just got a wee bit more play in there, and it pretty much won't be doing what the shock's supposed to be doing. So we've grabbed the two spares that we have out of the toolbox, and we're going to chuck them on, and we'll send the other two that were on the car up to Peter at Honeybell Racing Developments, and he'll get them revalved for us and chuck them back on.
Yeah, nice one, brother. Right, so it's 20 to 8 Wednesday night. Boys are in the shed. We've pulled the lads have pulled that other motor out, and then we've got the good motor back in. So we're just doing the sort of finishing touches, getting everything ready. We're booked on the dyno first thing tomorrow morning. So it's sort of all hands on deck tonight to make sure everything's all good to go. Then hopefully we just load it up in trailer on Friday, and then we're good to go for Saturday at Rapuna and Sunday at Ellesmere. So it's a bit of a drama getting this motor back. It's been a bit of a long-winded ordeal, but sometimes these things happen with motorsport. That's just how it goes, and we're pumped to have it back and can't wait to rub into it. See the boys hard at work. So as you would have seen, managed to get the engine running. It's been a massive shift by Grandad to do it all. He's been working all day. Had a few hiccups, but we got there in the end. So massive thanks to Grandad, Dad, our engine builder, Reed as well. Absolutely stoked to have it in. It's been a long time coming, and we'll be debuting it this Saturday. Just got the text today saying that Ellesmere on Sunday is cancelled. So we won't be running the NZ CTRA title until the 7th of April now, but we will be back at Rapuna on Saturday. So super excited. We actually did a leak down on the spare engine the engine that we were running, our spare, before it came out, and it was down quite substantially. So it's sort of good to know that we had a bit of pace here with the engine being down on power, but we should be back at full strength. Thanks to the boys. So we can't wait to get around it. Right, so it's Friday night, just doing a couple of the final preparations for racing at Rapuna tomorrow. As you can see, it's a bit chilly. Got my slippers on, staying nice and warm. So what we're doing here is basically our tyre situation is quite dire. So this is one of our last left rears, which you can see is not really ideal. It's been grooved before, it's lost quite a bit of tread, but it's basically all we've got to mount on this particular rim. We've got a couple other wheels that are all right, but this one has to be mounted. So what we're doing here is, this is the outside of the tyre. You'll see that the outside of the tyre is a wee bit more worn, quite feathered. There's not a lot of material there. What we're going to do to try save it a little bit is we're going to flip it round so that this edge is on the outside. Gives you a wee bit more of an edge there. Gives you a bit more bite, hopefully a bit more traction. We'll probably buff it up tomorrow, so we might show you that, and take some of the sealed over sort of surface there off, and then hopefully it should be good for another race or two. That's basically going to have to be. After us giving that whole wee spiel there, I've just mounted the tyre the exact same way it came off. So we have to try that one again. So, second time lucky, you'll see now we've got the logo on the inside, which doesn't make the tyre look very cool, but this edge is certainly a little bit better than that edge. So with these wee grooves here, that's obviously the edges that I'm talking about, they're a wee bit deeper, so as the tyre's turning, the theory is that that is going to dig into the track a little bit better, give us a little bit more traction, and hopefully we'll go a little bit quicker. How much of a difference it'll make? Hard to say, but I mean the theory checks out, so that's what we usually do. So we've got some Team Warnock Racing stickers with the YouTube there. Try to promote our YouTube channel a wee bit. So if you're at the track tomorrow, come down, grab a sticker. We're unloaded, all ready to go for Puna Speedway. Just a club night tonight, so like a 15 lap feature and 10 lap heat, something like that. We just got Slim Bob here. We're going to go have a look at the track. Other than that, we're all ready to go. Team's fizzing. It's always a good time to race at our home track, Ruakuna. So we just sort of go have a look at the track, see if we can get a feel for what we're going to do with the car, and we'll just keep you up to date with how we get on. Right, so just had a bit of a look at the track, bit of a look at the surface. Don't know how accurate it is, but it sort of gives us somewhat of an indication of how much moisture is in the track. So that'll give us an idea on how free or tight we should sort of have the car, sort of. Not super accurate, but maybe it'll help. So we sort of like to do that every meeting. It looking like there's quite a bit of moisture in, so it should be quite fast for that first heat. So we're looking forward for that, and then we'll just see how we get on afterwards. Sure. I mean, even in the air, yeah, we'll leave it in order.
That's probably right.
Well,
I don't know what the I was gonna say I don't know what the track's doing, but
yeah, so when if it gets driving, man, you want to bring this toolbox in about half an inch.
they're about right on there. He's Fuck, it just keeps going.
There's a longer tape meter.
Ethan Smith, the 91C. Watch that purple car. He's another one that puts his foot right up it and tries to get the momentum going through the first few corners. About to go racing here, AJ. Yeah, here we go, folks. It's the second TQ heat race of the evening. Let's turn them loose. This will be a great start between these two, and Warnock tries to squeeze Frost down just a little. Frost manages to drive himself out of that situation. So it's Morgan Frost from Nelson leading the charge of the TQ brigade. Tyler Warnock in the 33 and second. Then we go back. It's the 91, the L-Therm Systems car of Ethan Smith sitting there in third spot. And in car number 83, Blake Finlay in fourth. With the pack chasing them ever so hard. Warnock changing tack a little. Starting to run a higher line in the entrance to the corner. Frost's got it covered at this stage. Down through the prison bed, Morgan Frost just drifts a little bit off the pole line area. Warnock was sitting out wide himself, so he didn't have an opportunity. While that goes on, Ethan Smith in the car 91 car. He's sitting there in third spot and applying some real pressure. He's got that car sitting on the bottom part of the racetrack just beautifully. Very heady young driver, and he is locking wheels with one of the best in the TQ game, and that is Tyler Warnock. A little bit of contact between them that cost Smith just a little bit of track territory. While those two are fighting it out, Morgan Frost, he has got the bags packed, and he's just heading away from them now. Got a pretty good advantage over his opponents. So it's Frost. Smith up into second as Warnock retires to the infield. Oh boy, that's taken one of the big guns out of this one. And Scott Bailey in the 30s.
So recap of the night, didn't quite go as planned. We started off the front row there in that first heat and we lost the start. The motor was basically gutless the whole time, super slow. I was hoping that I could sort of just finish the race and then we can come back in and it might be something easy, we could trend it up. I think maybe lap 7 or 8, it just made a horrible noise and went off salt. So long story short, the motor's not good and we didn't manage to race the rest of the night because of the motor issues. So incredibly frustrated. I mean, we've tried everything we can with this, every single time we seem to put this motor in. It just doesn't quite go our way. So, I mean, we're definitely a bit demoralised and frustrated, but I mean, I've got full faith in this team. They never give up, they always keep digging. So we'll just sort of chill the rest of the night and we'll rip into it tomorrow and see if there's something we can do, but it's not looking good. I mean, we sort of chopped and changed out of both engines to make one. It was hopefully going to be all right, and it just died again. So yeah, we're a bit gutted, but we'll keep digging and see what the rest of the season looks like. It's not looking too promising. We might not be able to make a motor out of the parts we have left. So, but yeah, full faith in this team. We'll make something work, and we'll just keep you up to date. Right, so it's 10 to 10. We've just got, it was a nice early finish at Wilprena, which sort of helped us. So we've got the car back in the shed, we've stripped it all apart, ready to rip into our maintenance, and we've got Grandad here doing some checks on the motor as well to see if we can pinpoint what sort of went wrong. We sort of have no clue at the moment, so we'll do a leak down and a few other things and see if that points to anything, and then we'll get in touch with our engine builder first thing tomorrow as well, and then we'll know a little bit more about our plans moving forward. So we'll keep you up to date on this issue, but we'll see you in the next vlog. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. It really makes a difference when you guys engage with the content, so we can keep dropping these videos for you. And yeah, we'll just keep digging. We'll see you next time.